We get asked this question a lot here on GCN. What is the best bike to buy for under £1,000, €1,000 or $1,000 US? And because we're global, it's actually quite a difficult one to answer. What's available in the UK is very different to what's available in the US or even Antarctica. I mean, you'd need a fat bike there, wouldn't you? However, we can tell you what to look out for in a bike of under £1,000, dollars or euros, or whatever currency is in your respective nation. For £1,000, the bike at this price point will usually be alloy rather than carbon, although most will have a carbon fibre front fork. You may find some that are full carbon fibred frames, although at this price point they will usually be around the same weight as their alloy counterparts, and this is because of slightly less high-end components, which are therefore a little bit heavier. Now, most bikes at this price point will usually weigh around 9 kilograms. Don't be put off by the fact that a bike is alloy. They may be a little bit heavier, but they have amazing stability. They're also very durable and rust resistant, and as a result, they suit the needs of a range of riders. What about steel? Well, you can buy steel frames for under £1,000, but they are a little harder to find than their alloy counterparts. Steel, like alloy, is a little heavier than carbon fibred frames, although steel does make a very comfortable ride, particularly over longer rides. Steel is easy to repair and it's also very durable, although it is open to corrosion. Now, steel is often reserved for touring bikes, winter bikes or custom bikes. For £1,000, alloy frames bikes will usually have something like Shimano 105 fitted, which is a very capable group set and should see you through a few years. If you get a carbon fibred frame for under £1,000, well, that will usually be fitted with something like Shimano Sora or Shimano Tiagra, which is again a capable group set but a little less high-end than Shimano 105. Now, for reference, here is a list of all group sets in order of shininess. So Durace Di2 is the top spec group set for Shimano. The same with Red E-Tap for SRAM and Super Record EPS for Campagnolo. Whereas entry-level group sets are Claris for Shimano, Apex for SRAM and Veloce for Campagnolo. It's unlikely that you'll find a bike though for £1,000 with much above Shimano 105 or SRAM Rival or Campagnolo Athena group set levels. Wheels will likely be quite heavy. Tyres may not be as light and they might not roll as fast, but at this price point, does it really matter? There are a mixture of rim brake bikes and disc brake bikes. Both have their advantages and their disadvantages. Disc brakes at this price point tend to be mechanical, which aren't as reliable or powerful as their hydraulic counterparts. So rim brakes at this price point, well, they tend to be great value for money. Look for a bike with 25 or 28mm tyres for the perfect compromise between comfort and rolling resistance. 23mm tyres, they're a little less wide, a little more uncomfortable, particularly on rough roads, but don't let this stop you. Tyres are an easy upgrade later on, and most bikes these days will accommodate tyres of up to 28mm width, but double check this when you buy the bike. My Orbea Orca, for instance, will accommodate tyres of up to 32mm. One of the things to look out for when buying a bike at this price point is upgrades. We here at GCN, well, we love shiny new upgrades for our bikes. Sneak in a worn out rear mech or a new chain, or maybe even a nice new set of race wheels. Sneaking all those past the other half is a lot easier than buying the whole frame, the whole bike all at once, isn't it? You know what I mean? A brand new drivetrain, chain, cassette or chainring can make the world of difference to how your bike feels. And the same goes for gear cables, which is a relatively cheap upgrade to make. When you are purchasing your bike, factor this into your decision and decide what upgrades you might need to make straight away and what upgrades can maybe wait a few months. Key to finding the best bike for you at any price point is taking a few options out for a ride and seeing how they get on with you. Making sure a bike fits properly is far more important than the weight of the wheels or the group set, in my opinion. go and see your local bike shop and try out a few bikes at your chosen price point. Many bike shops will allow you to take a demo bike out for a ride for a deposit, and this way you can try out a lot of different bikes and see which one you really like. You'll be able to find plenty of friendly advice and help from your local bike shop. And they will also probably have a few second-hand bikes for sale which have been serviced, ready for resale. And you might find some great bargains here and maybe pick up a bike which would have normally been outside that £1,000 budget if you'd bought it new. Now these days, road bikes come in a variety of different shapes and sizes. So here is a little explanation to clear up any of that confusing lingo. Endurance or sportive bikes. Now, one of the greatest differences between bikes are their geometries. If you're looking for a more relaxed ride, a more comfortable ride, or maybe you just don't want to put as much strain on your lower back, then an endurance or sportive bike may be the bike for you, as it has a more relaxed geometry and is also perfect for beginners because of this. The gravel or adventure bike category. Now, these feature wider tyres, a relaxed geometry, and often come with disc brakes. They're extremely versatile and are happy off-road as well as on-road. With a quick wheel or tyre change, you can quite easily keep up on your local club run. Now, I love this category of bikes. I think they're kind of like the do-it-all bike. If adventure or maybe getting off the beaten track is at the forefront of your mind, then maybe this is the bike category for you. I think they're just amazing. So I guess I'd summarize it as the do-it-all bike category. If you're looking at getting into racing or maybe higher average speeds or rolling along those roads on your next Sportive at a faster pace, well maybe an aero bike is the one for you, featuring aerodynamic tubing and also a more aggressive riding position. An aero bike is a great option if you're going in search of speed. However, be warned, at this price point, they might be a little more difficult to find and may feature lesser components. If you're looking for a bike to commute with, then you definitely want to look for a bike with eyelets for mud guards and also pannier racks to hold all your bags and important documents that I'd normally carry to work myself. You also want to have a wider tyre clearance and maybe a more relaxed geometry. And I think here in this category there's a definite crossover between adventure and gravel bikes too. Women's specific bikes, as Manon covered in a recent video, are not essential, but they are simply another option to choose from. They're usually fitted with narrower handlebars, a women's specific saddle, and quite often they will come in smaller sizes. And also you may find that they come with 650B wheels as opposed to 700C wheels. Now 650B wheels are a smaller diameter wheel. Also you may find that they come with shorter cranks. Now regardless of gender, a women's specific bike may be the bike for you simply because it fits better. So I hope this video has given you a good idea of what to expect if you are looking to buy a bike for under £1,000, dollars or euros. And if I've left any tips out, please let me know in the comment section below and I'd really love to hear from you. Thanks everyone for watching. Happy riding.